Thanks, Emilio.
Thanks, Emilio.
Yeah.
You're great.
I know.
And on that note. So when you ask me to talk about something, and you ask me to talk about something that I know and I know well, my mind goes one place, because honestly it's really the only thing I ever think about, and that would be swimming. Because honestly there are very few things in my life that I've done for 11 years, 9 as an athlete and 2 now as a coach, and there are even fewer that I have certifications for. But for swimming, I'm certified both as a lifeguard and as a judge, and also as a coach, but we don't really need to go into that. It's a whole thing. So I should mention though that this is probably not the swimming you're thinking of. I'm talking about synchronized swimming. You know, that old ladies making a circle, doing nice big arms, wearing flower caps and diving into the pool sideways. Yeah, that. But a modern version. My version doesn't involve flower caps or diving into the pool sideways, unfortunately, even though I think that'd be great. My version involves athletes throwing other athletes several feet into the air to do things like flips.
Whoa.
Like that. It also involves athletes being synchronized and being above the water. In fact, to the point where the tops of their suits should always be showing if they're breathing. And if they're upside down, their legs should be entirely above the surface. So, as you can imagine, it's not the easiest thing to do. In fact, if you've ever tried to work out where you weren't allowed to breathe, you might have an idea. But I imagine that most of you haven't tried to do that. These girls do that for about half of a 3-minute routine. They're working out as hard as they can, and they're not able to breathe. These are some of the things they work towards trying and doing, but obviously you don't get to start here. It'd be great if you could, but realistically when they start, they look a little bit more like this. All right, that's an exaggeration. But I have been coaching for 2 years, girls that are under 10 and brand new to the sport, and believe me when I say it's only a little bit of an exaggeration. Usually their arms don't get that high out of the water. No, but seriously, to do this sport, it takes a lot of things, including physical strength, endurance, flexibility, and understanding of music and memory to remember the routines. It also takes a lot of willpower to dive into a pool when you're looking at this view. That is snow on mountains, and that is view from a pool that I swam at when I was 11. We see this pool every year, and every association meet there, or snow there. And every year 10-year-olds have to jump in. But if it were as easy to fix a correction as it is to give a correction, we'd have a lot more girls like these going to the Olympics. 8, 9, actually the little one is my sister, she's only 5 in that. But it's not that easy to make a correction. And in synchro, like most things, you have to make corrections little by little, every single day. Every small change, every bit of sand piled onto that pile, slowly but surely will become a mountain of change. And so I ask that all of you take this one thing away from my presentation, that you will approach any difficulties, any struggles in your life little by little. Whether that be your college student who's trying to finish an assignment, whether you're trying to save up to buy a new car, or whether you're a business executive looking to find ways to cut expenses or implement new control features. Approach every issue little by little. So there's a saying that goes, it takes 21 days to make a habit and 90 days to make a lifestyle. And so I ask that you just every single day try and make that change. Because that small change is going to be much easier to make than that large change, and it's going to make a much bigger difference. So I ask all of you to choose today to start making that change in your life and in the world.
Wow.